Hello and welcome to my Geoguessr Daily Challenge Day 110. Let's get going and hope we do better than yesterday, because yesterday was a little bit of a disaster. So, this is a very interesting round to start. That's a really weird forward direction it took me then. It kind of took me forward and to the side. Let's see. Hopefully this way reveals something. If I was forced to make a guess on the information I have right now, it'd be a tough one. These trees really could be anywhere. Like, I can picture these being in Asia. I can also picture these being in Australia. Are we really going to be forced to make a guess on just these trees? There's an aerial on the back of the car, which I know appears in some parts of South America, but honestly, it could appear anywhere. Especially since this seems like a more off-the-track sort of Geoguessr bit. Some cars down there. I think I'd see an EU number plate if there was one. Is that a wreath? I mean, it's Christmas time now. It probably wasn't Christmas time when this was taken. I cannot read that at all. Can I read it from this angle? No. It's completely blown out both sides. I'm going to put myself in Guatemala? No, I hate that answer. I really hate that answer. What are these plants like? Don't often have to judge based on plants, but what a round this is. I want to move to America, I think. Oh, but these, as in like guess-wise, not move house. Those like large lily pad style flowers makes me think this is tropical. I don't think any part of putting myself in the Amazon. Nah, this isn't like the Amazon. I mean, I'll say Russia briefly crossed my mind, but I had a million countries briefly cross my mind. That sign I saw in the distance, I think Russia crossed my mind when I saw that sign that I couldn't read. I think I saw like one letter that I maybe thought was Russian. But either way, that hurts. And I think that is probably the worst round I've had in a long time. But I'll be impressed on people that do well on that round. Because that was a hard, bloody round. Here we go. A nice, easier one. At least I know the continent straight away. We're in Europe. I think we're in France. Sécurité. Yep, that looks very French. Let's look for some more specificity. France is not a super easy place. It's a big country. Oh, we're definitely in France. Let's put our marker down. Like words like en liaison and everything. Ooh, hello, this is a nice road. Okay. Notre Dame means nothing. There's about like 3 or 4 of them in France. I've always I used to play a map which was Moulin. This place is just using all the famous French places' names. But it's clearly not Paris. Oh, it could be on the outskirts, but I don't think so. But yeah, I used to play a map I really liked. My favorite map in Geoguessr used to be famous places. And there's multiple Notre Dames in different places. Okay, there we go. D3. Oh, the D roads are the small ones. They are. To be fair, the low D numbers do tend to be around the capital. There's D1 and D4. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to keep us just on the outskirts of Paris here. I feel like we could be up in the mountains here around Paris. I also think now that I look at these road numbers... Come on, D5, D6, D3. I'll quickly say, I think I've discovered in the past that these are not always accurate. Well, so not accurate. Not unique is the word I'm trying to say. As in, there could be another D3 somewhere else in the country. Mogans. Do I see a Mogans near this place? Nah, okay, let's just guess. Time's almost up. And that's exactly what I mean by they're not unique. No wonder I can always find whatever number I'm looking for around Paris. Because Paris is so busy, it probably has all the numbers. Okay, I need to learn to ignore those yellow numbers unless I have a more specific area. We're in France again? Liège. Liège, Rue... No, Liège. Is that a Belgium flag? Are we in Belgium? Is Liège a city in Belgium? It is. Oh, hello. Oh, that's... I'm happy. Okay, what other clues do we have to maybe solidify ourselves more? What does this say? The Charat E40 to E25 is this way. How close are we to those major roads? Well, see, there's the E25. Is there a point where it combines with the E40? That's probably not the best way to get this information. Why is it moving so slowly? Look, like... Is that a river? Rivers are helpful. Okay, I'm looking at this large river from the west. The river is to the west of me, which means I'm on this side. I'm probably not in this area. I'm probably looking at this small river, the main use. I'm going to put myself there. Just have a quick look up here. There is an exit and a bridge. That could be a few places, but I'm just going to take my stab that I'm around like this area. Go back to the... Oh, I didn't want to set a checkpoint. Return to start. I like the new checkpoint button. I think it's cool. They really could have maybe put it down there and not put it exactly where return to start used to be. Because I keep clicking checkpoint instead of return to start. Rue must literally mean road. It was a road that led pretty... It's part of the river where we can be west of it. Like here. Rue des... Yeah, here we are. Look at this. They're all des here too. Rue des Venez. Rue des... Oh, come on. Oh, I'm out of time. Let's just spot it like right now. Oh, I was a bit further up. That is a shame. Oh well. That was still a very good score, I think. It's one of those places where I recognize enough of the language that I could figure it out if I had time, but I don't. There's just something about being able to understand the language fully. Like, if that was an English-speaking country, I think I would have done better. Because things are just clearer to you. You pick up on little bits that you don't need. Also, that's... everything's very slow, which I think means we're in Generation 1. Generation 1 with a big yellow line down the middle suggests America, Canada. Those are the other two options, I think. And then if I was to have a... After I thought of America, Canada because of the yellow line, my mind went, America's too obvious, I bet it's Canada. Just because the Daily Challenge never likes to make the rounds super easy. Although when they do an easy round, they make it obviously easy. Like, the Daily Challenge has a bunch of random rounds where it's like, do you want to get dropped in front of a famous monument? Just so people can feel good about getting around right? This is ridiculous. I'm clicking as I normally do every other round. And you guys can see, I'm just crawling. Let's go the other direction. Oh, jeez. It really wanted to go that way quicker. I'm going to put us in Canada with my conspiracy theory guess that America would be too obvious. What I'm most surprised about is Gen 1 was their initial run of Google Maps. There's very little Gen 1 left in stretches like this. Normally, it's been replaced by another updated run-through. You can still occasionally find Gen 1. I find it in, like... In Australia, I find it in weird little towns where it'll be like... The streets been changed. So if you click in one area, it shows Gen 1. But the other, when they came back updated, it shows Gen 4. But this whole area is Gen 1. And that's why everything's so blurry. So... why have they not yet come back to this area and given it another run through? Because Gen 1 was like the initial run of Google Maps. Is this road not important enough to get a second run through? It doesn't look like a small road. It looks like a pretty, not major, but like it's connecting two obvious places. They've put effort into this road. Oh, it was America. Right up in... Is that... The border's there. So that is in Minnesota. What were the numbers like here? They had some numbers. I don't think I was going to spot them. There's the road. I think I did see a sign that said like 169. But, I mean, I was never going to be able to zoom into that point to see it. Oh, jeez. This is another day of bronze in a row. Things are certainly falling apart. I put on a weird voice then, I don't know why. I think I put on the bad Irish accent I did for a play once when I was a kid. I did a play called 1912. It's about the Titanic sinking. And I played an Irish card player. It was a very long play. It was for a drama school, and it was written by the drama school's teacher. And so she writes in lots of roles, so every kid gets a big role. No one feels left out. But that just results in, like, the world's longest plays. There's a reason people normally miss out when you do off-the-shelf plays. It's because plays aren't written to have a large speaking role for 26 different children. Okay, I've seen a few signs that have the picture of a town and then a line through it saying you're leaving. I find that up in Eastern European. But I feel like in all the Baltics and Poland, they do the name of the town, not a picture. I can't think where I've seen just the picture of a town. Because we went past 2 of them and they were just pictures and not names. Is there any writing? Wait, is that a flag? Blue and white. Estonia. I think it's one of these 3. A blue and white flag is one of these 3 countries. My instinct said Estonia, and I'm not going to ignore my instincts. I think they're my best bet. And I feel like Estonia doesn't come up as much as the other 2, which might explain why I'm less familiar with seeing the pictures of the town without the, here we go. Pirasalu or Virtsu. Nah, Virtsu is going to be too small, I think. I've put myself in the middle. I need to get very lucky for this to stay as a 15,000. Oh, I did it. I was in the right country and I got enough points, thankfully because Estonia is a small country, to scrape out of bronze and get that silver score. 15,000 being the score required for silver, for those that don't know. Oh. Happy with that. Have I had any friends do it today? I've had Krill. How did he do in that first round? Oh, 2,000. He guessed Ukraine. Definitely did better than me on that round. Also did very well on the Minnesota one too. Perfect score on the Liege round. That's to be expected from a really good Geoguessr player, I'd say. It was a pretty obvious one. In fact, he had just great scores all around. And the right side of France. It didn't look like round Paris. I probably should have stuck with that instinct too. I need to learn to trust my instincts more. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We managed to pull out a bronze, and I think it was a better score than last week. It was a better score than last week. That first round was an interesting one, but the rest were pretty good. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.